Now at Essendon, the six-person subcommittee we spoke about yesterday, search for the new coach has been formed. Robert Walls, Jordan Lewis, Josh Marnie is the chair, Aussie netball champion Simone McInnes, former NAB and Bank in New Zealand CEO Andrew Thorburn, and the club director Dorothy Hisgrove. Now there's a group of players at Essendon who want Ross Lyon to take control of their club. The feedback I've been given is that some of the big names in that playing group want a strong hand, someone to really come in and take the bull by the horns. Ross Lyon would obviously be that man. I think David Barham's quote, "a more experienced coach might give us the best chance," is a truer reflection of where the club's mind sits rather than Josh Marnie's attempt to clarify that on ABC radio over the weekend, that experienced coach could mean a long-time assistant coach. Now, that might have been obviously to protect them from having egg on their face and the chance they do go for a first-timer. But with Ross Lyon, that's who I'm told the players would want. But
these are the same players who went to the coach halfway through the year and said, listen, your game plan ain't working. Change it.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, how much say should the playing group have? I mean, they'll obviously be consulted, but how much say, realistically, would a playing group have at a situation like this at Essendon? And what is the process? What is the process at Essendon going to be this year? And will Ross Lyon subject himself to it? Which is the big question only Ross can answer.
Yes, and I don't know if Ross is going to stick his hand up at all, but the first part of it would be to explain the process to him so he can then make a decision. I don't think he knows what it is.
You wouldn't go to the trouble of getting a panel like this to select your coach and then say, okay, well, let's just wait and see what the players have to say.
No, exactly.
So I would think once you've gone down this path, it will be that selection panel that will make the recommendation as to who's the next coach. Having said that, I'm backing up what you were saying before about the players. I had heard the same thing, that they wanted to. There's a group of senior players there that have wanted to have been coached harder than what they've been coached previously.
They want to be told what to do. They want to be have the blinkers put on them, yes. Coached and coached hard and coached firmly and coached with some real discipline. And obviously, Ross Lyon would bring that. I just wonder, the problem with the Carlton process was that it started off as a, almost like a targeted, specific headhunting approach, and then it changed midway through to a full-blown process.
He may have been given a bit of a heads up that he was very much box-seating.
Whereas at least Essendon's cards are fully on the table now that this will be a holus-bolus process run in conjunction, of course, with that external review that will go until mid-October.
Are we likely to see an Adam Kingsley or somebody like that bob up, a Craig McRae bob up
they'd have to
after a long process? Like both those clubs had a long sort of exhaustive type process.
Surely they go through the process and contact the likes of Adam Kingsley, Mark McVeigh. Surely they go through that process.
Well, not Adam Kingsley.
Not Adam Kingsley. Adam Uze.
Adam Uze. On that, let's have a listen
Too many
to
Adams.
Jordan Lewis, who is sitting on this panel.
Well, Adam Uze for me would be number one. I just think, for me, what I see with him, he's got a great temperament. He understands the game. He's got a great way of teaching young kids and men. And I just think he would be a fantastic acquisition. But for me, he would be the one that I would highly endorse.
My apologies. That's Adam from Geordie from 21. I thought that was the grab from yesterday where he said, he goes in with an open mind.
Yeah.
So he's a big fan of Adams, which he put on the record last year. But now clearly will go in with an open mind and see whatever is put in front of him.